Hi, I'm Daniel the Dungeon Master, and this is Cats and Crowbars. Before we get into introductions, I'd like to start by saying we use Syrinscape for all of our sound effects and background music. Go on to Syrinscape.com and check them out. They've got everything from fantasy, which is what we use, to sci-fi and even a few modern soundboards. All right, we're going to move on to Chris.
Hey, my name's Chris. I play the Bard Lesnarlore, and since Tyler will not be here, I'll be substituting for Volgar as well.
Hi, I'm John. I play Abram, the half-elf paladin who loves nature.
I'm Wesley. I play the Tabaxi Rogue Cosmic Creeper.
Hi, I'm Chloe. I play the Kobold Sorcerer Squeege Kovash, and we're both trash.
Oh, no. Oh, come on.
And I am Morgana. I play the Tiefling Bard Ophlia, who just tries her best. And going straight into recap then. Last time, where are we? We had just finished fighting the hag, and we took a rest and started to look around for any sort of hints or anything toward what if there's a way to stop the wither or anything of the like. We ended up finding a branch, five branches of nightshade, which we're not sure if that's 5 sisters or just a cosmetic thing. It was also a man purse made out of man.
I love you, my man.
I forgot about
As we started heading back to town, we ended up finding a troll. And this troll, despite almost not seeing us, we decided he should see us, and we fought said troll. This did not go well for us for a little while, as we kept lobbing off different portions of the troll and creating more problem for us than anything else. Finally, Ophlia remembers that you can use fire or acid to kill it, and that's exactly what we did. We used fire to finally disintegrate the rest of the troll, and we got back to town safely. The first stop was with Madame Hayes, where Lesnarlore reported back that we indeed killed Timber Maiden, but the job wasn't done quite yet, as the wither was still rampaging through everybody. However, that was one problem that is gone now, and we returned all of the coin that had been given to the Timber Maiden. Meanwhile, while the 2 bards were off doing, their public service, the others decided to go drinking and ended up telling the town about killing the Timber Maiden, where there was much celebration. The party started and the bards showed up late. Lesnarlore, trying to quail the crowd with the head of the Timber Maiden, only seemed to make things worse, as the crowd got ever more excited about no longer needing to face this creature of the night. The party went on till late in the night, and our party eventually went to bed. The next morning, Ophlia ends up going to the Eurathis temple to report about the child who had been found at the Timber Maiden's estate. And she managed to tell Father Drake about the child and even got a name, Nina, of the girl. With this in mind, she felt safe with Father Drake telling the parents about what was going on. I also forgot to mention that the night prior, we ended up meeting up with Frederick again, who gave us a proposition, if you will, to perhaps get some cure for the wither. We promised we'd try to meet up with him later. So, yeah, after that, we all kind of went shopping. We got our payment for what we could, be that the head, the journal, and the like. And, yeah, we kind of stopped there.
All right.
Oh, we also got Mansell to help.
Right. As it was said, you guys searched the cabin a little bit more for the troll's cabin. Looked at the bag of material components, discovered that it was made out of people, and had a whole bunch of people parts in it that she used to cast her spells. Joking that it was a man purse. It was a man purse.
Literally.
You gotta,
And it was the hag's cabin, not the troll's cabin.
Sorry, yeah, the hag's cabin. It was a man's purse. You guys didn't find anything else. You looked at the brand that was on the component bag. Saw that it was a branch of nightshade with 5 offshoots from it. Not exactly sure what that means for you guys. You guys figured that it's quite possible that that is a representation of how many sisters were in the coven. If that is the case, then there are 4 more to go.
Joy.
Yep, traveling back, you guys pulled off to the side and hunkered down as a loud crashing noise was going on. Eventually, you guys decided to investigate, charging forward, discovered that it was a troll. Hilarity ensued as body parts started attacking you as you locked them off.
Poor paladin.
Right?
Yeah, I'm better now.
You're better now. You guys quickly vanquished that. It took a little longer than you expected as the troll kept reanimating until eventually acid or fire was remembered through tales and bar conversations overheard. You guys traveled just before nighttime fell across the whole town. Talked to the daughter of the Clear Lane Cuttery, Madam Hayes. Returned the money to her.
And I keep my word.
Yep, kept your word.
Much to my disappointment.
No, shove off, you weren't there.
No, he was. Eventually, he felt guilty and said, "Yeah, that was right."
Okay.
Oh no, wait, that was in the tavern. Sorry.
Yeah, he wasn't there when I made the promise, and he also wasn't there to stop me from keeping my word.
Correct. So, you guys kept your word and agreed to meet with her the next day at noon. A lot of drinking that night as rumors started spreading around that the Timber Maiden has been vanquished. You guys rested up, went to the meeting, went to the Arathis Temple, gave comforting words, and were promised that those words would be passed on to the parent of the child. Turned in the Hag's Head recoup some money, as there is an outstanding bounty for powerful monsters from any guard station.
Are me and Volgar still level 1 exhaustion?
Yes. Yep.
Don't remind him next time I make you level 2.
That'll happen eventually. Don't worry. You guys talked to the snake oil merchant. He saw you guys and beckoned you over. You guys struck up a deal to get some cures, his magnificent elixir for your 2 ailing people. Actually,
And 2 extra doses.
Yep, you actually talked him up to 4. But in return, you have to fill this 1 sack with a special kind of lichen that grows in a sea cave.
I swear to God, if the bag of holding his head's going in it.
I'm liking this quest.
I'm ready for the mandatory beach filler episode. Let's do it.
It's not a beach filler, it's a cave filler.
Beach volleyball filler episode?
So, you guys were told that it is a 2-hour walk to this trail that is marked by a wooden post with a red flag.
First things first, I would like to buy a map of the area.
Okay.
That is a good idea.
All right then.
Also possibly compass.
Possibly a compass.
You know what?
Do compass?
No, this weird voice in the back of my head is telling me to also buy a compass as well.
Well, you guys are still all together.
I know, I can't joke about it.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, I'd like to buy a
I'd
map
say.
and compass.
Okay. So,
If-
going around.
So if we're going to shop really quick, Athlia would like to request that she can meet them like at a town center or something. She would like to cast Find Familiar to change Switch into an out.
Okay,
If we're going
so
shopping.
you guys agreed to meet in an hour, so that you can have your time to shop as well as ritual cast.
Doesn't take an hour and like 10 minutes to do Find Familiar.
Yeah, it's only a little bit longer than the ritual.
That's true, yeah.
To know that I want to buy a map and compass and maybe a few extra health potions. If I can afford it.
Athlia will go ahead and hand the party loot over to Lesnala then. I'm betting that it stays in the bag of holding.
Probably.
Okay,
Depending on how
so
many potions we get, I'll be divvying them out to everybody.
as you go about, let me just turn that down a little bit. You guys go about town, and I can pull out the little town map real quick.
What?
Seeing how we're
Oh,
still in town.
yeah.
Since you mentioned the town map, are we on Route 1?
Oh, jeez. Please, no, nothing that'll get us in trouble.
Oh, get us in trouble.
What?
It's the first route.
But we all know what you guys are talking about.
No, you don't.
It took me a
There's-
We
second. I'm
didn't
not
say
gonna lie.
anything.
There's also Route 66.
I know, right? All right, so you guys are currently here at the Springvine Inn. Going about,
just
you guys have
shopping
spent enough
district.
time, especially you, Volgar. Not Volgar, sorry, Abram.
I find that kind of insulting, but
Volgar is incredibly insulted, by the way.
Right. Your arm's just in front of, so I couldn't see it.
oh, sorry.
Is this the shopping center?
Yes, that'll be an area that you can go. Over here is the magic shop, and there is the smithery.
Well, I'm going to hang out in this general area between the two of them because I'm probably going to stop at the magic shop too. But I'm going to go there first.
Okay.
Let me see how many potions we have. It.
All right. So, going to there, you find a going to the potion store or the general store?
I'm just putting that as a placeholder since I'm based on between the two of them, but map and compass is a little bit more important at the moment.
All right. So, going to the general store, we'll say. I didn't think that you're going to go to the general store. I thought you guys were going to just go skipping off.
No, I just had a weird idea that I might as well be somewhat useful.
Yeah, that's a good idea. All right, so you go in there. It just says Clear Lane General. Inside you see a human woman in her late 50s. Little dumpy. She's
Not dumpy, homely.
all right.
Homely's the word.
Homely. Okay. It's actually fairly sizable. In it, there you see like grinding stones. Oh, jeez.
That's perfect.
So for the listeners, I have my players wear name tapes so I can look at them and see what their character name is because I'm awful with names. And Abram has placed his name tape on his hat.
The brim of his hat.
see it though.
I can see it. He's gonna get a headache later, though. I can tell.
Oh, I can. Yeah, I would definitely.
So the shelves are neat and orderly. There's a bit of straw draped across the ground, making soft crunching noises as you step in. You see whetstones, salt bags, pepper in neat little piles in sacks on shelves. You see empty vials and containers on one wall, farming equipment, just general stuff. You've seen small patches of gardens around here, so you also smell in one corner is fertilizer, probably pulled in and cured from local horse droppings.
I can come up with some really bad ideas for that fertilizer, but let's not do it. I think we want to get welcome back to this village at some point.
Right. She goes, hello, how may I help you?
Hello, I was wondering, do you have a map of the area and possibly a compass?
Not much call for compasses, and how big of a map? I have a very small selection, unfortunately.
Well, we're kind of new to the town. We got a little lost earlier trying to find a special location, and I figured that if maybe there's a possibility of someone in town might have a map of everywhere within a couple hours of here, just to be safe.
Okay, yes, over here I have a few maps. There's some of the woods. There's not really much call for a map of town, unfortunately. But there is one of the shoreline a little bit. Unfortunately, it's not very useful because the docks are abandoned and unused.
What about the largest map? Like the one that covers the most area around here?
I have this general map that's used for traders going up to the nearest towns. Unfortunately, it's probably out of date. Smaller towns tend to get overrun. And cartographers kind of ignore a town until it reaches at least this size.
Yeah, that's a shame. Well, let's...
The best one that I have covers all the way from the Windshire Wall up through Forced Ford, and then north up to Trade Vein.
How much?
That'll run you 20 gold pieces.
Also, I was wondering, do you also have any flasks of oil for a lantern?
Oh, yes, absolutely. I have these flasks over here that are already pre-filled. I have these empty ones also in case you come across anything that you need to fill them with. I also have these lanterns, bullseye hooded, standard.
How much for the bullseye?
Bullseye lantern will run you... That'll be 10 gold pieces.
How many flasks of oil can I get for 5 gold?
Okay. Oil flask. Each flask is 1 silver.
Oh, okay. I'll buy the... Since I'm going to be buying about 10 flasks of oil, the bullseye lantern, and the map, is there any way we can talk about maybe bringing it down to 29 gold?
Make a persuasion check.
That's a 17.
17? She goes, I think we could work something out. 29 for 10 flasks of gold. Or 10 flasks of oil.
10 flasks of gold.
Right? It holds none of that because the flask is too small to put the gold piece in. Like,
Not if you melt it.
I know, right?
And then you break the glass, you got a hunk of gold. Alright. 1 map.
Yep. You get 1 map that'll give you basically advantage on survival checks for navigation between Trade Vein, Force Ford, and the Windshire Wall. Altogether, that is...
Manage equipment. Yes, I needed that bullseye lantern.
That's 9 days of travel to the Windshire Wall, and roughly 10 days of travel up to Trade Vein. That'd actually be about 12 days of travel up to Trade Bane, actually.
Oh, so I got a pretty good map.
Yeah. So it's pretty sizable. It also covers a small chunk of the Caramont Timberlands. Basically, the areas that you've already traveled is what it covers up to.
Cool, I got 11 flasks of oil now. So I used one while traveling.
Okay. Anything else I can interest you in? Any navigator's tools or?
Well, I already have my own cartographer that will help me add to the map if we need to. Out of conversation. The navigator's tools, cartography affects that, or no?
With the cartographer's tool,
It's like
I would say you would have a. It doesn't help with like navigating long distances as well. It helps with finding point to point.
Yeah.
And measuring distances to be able to create maps. But in order for it to be actually truly effective,
I would need the navigator's tools with it or something.
Right, you'd have to find out where the hell you are first.
All right. Wouldn't that include a compass? To navigate, you need a compass.
Not necessarily. Navigator's tools is like a sextant and some rudimentary star chart.
Good enough.
No, I'd say it also has a basic compass. It's basically a mineral oil with an iron bar floating in it.
For magnetic north.
Yeah, you have to keep tapping it because it keeps like eventually drifting over to the side. It's a very old style compass.
And that'll still work. How much is that?
The navigator's tool set will run you 15 gold.
I'm going to take some of the party loot, but I'm going to drain myself dry so it's less.
You weigh less now, though. It's good.
Gold doesn't weigh.
That's right.
I'll take it.
Oh, sorry. No, navigator's tools are 25 gold.
Oh.
We can walk. It's fine.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we only have like 80 gold in party loot. I want to get some potions.
I wonder whose fault that is. So, anyway.
What, 80 gold? Or 60 gold?
Hey, you know what we can do? We can go to this cave and get some more gold.
Sure.
Let's do it.
Alright. I'll probably be back for that later.
Oh, okay, dear. If you need anything, I'm Sarah.
Nice to meet you, Sarah. I'm Les.
Actually, hold on a second. I mean, I've got some gold I'm willing to give you if you need some. I've got like 80, I think, or something. If you,
What?
How much do you need?
About 18 gold, 1 silver will give me the exactly 25.
So you need 18 gold?
Well,
Hold
and
up
1
there,
silver.
Tabaxi Rogue.
Where'd you steal that money from?
Where did you get that money, bud?
I started with it. I brought this from home.
Someone gave it to me.
I stole this fair and square.
Right.
I'm sorry, how much? So you needed 18 gold?
Well, 19 gold total, but like if you give me like 18 gold and 1 silver, it would bring me to exactly 25, and I'll be fresh out.
You're just buying some cartographer's tools?
No, I already have the tools. We have the navigator's tools, so we can actually use the map and travel instead of me just making maps.
Yeah, right now you guys are just like staring up the stars and looking at, like that's the North Star.
I really don't want to travel at night. Bad things happen at
No,
night.
it usually
You also.
I don't think we need that.
It also
We'll be
takes
fine.
like rudimentary techniques like placing a stick in the ground and watching the sun travel.
We can
across
also
the-
just like come back. 'Cause, I mean, it's a 2-hour trip to the beach party, and then
Yes.
after the beach party. Okay, all right, no, no.
Well, actually,
Do you have any sunscreen?
I have a better idea.
I don't think I need sunscreen.
Actually,
Yeah, fur.
yeah, I don't think I need sunscreen.
you don't, but other people. As soon as you mention that, she goes, "Yeah, we have this this balm over here. Helps protect you from the sun.
The sun.
It costs 5 copper."
That's
Take some of
actually
that.
Please hand that over.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I only have 10 tins.
Oh well, we shouldn't need that many tins, right?
Uh,
How much surface?
Each tin is about 5 applications.
Oh, that should be fine. I don't know. Once we get into our swimming suits, we'll have more skin exposed. So yeah, we might want to get a few extra
Wait,
tins.
swimming suits.
Yeah, well, this is the beach party episode. I told you we're going to a beach.
Yeah, and then we're going to leave the beach after like 5 seconds and go to a cave.
Yeah.
Well, as long as we don't
I have a
touch
question
any
for
water.
you, Sarah.
Yes.
Would you be interested in a set of bagpipes?
I'm not particularly interested, but I'm willing. Like, if you're selling, I'm sure I can find a buyer.
I was just thinking maybe the bagpipes could possibly be used to lower the price of the navigator's tools.
Of course. Let's find an equivalent instrument. You're like, there's no equivalent for bagpipes.
Yeah. Is there
30 gold.
Is there an equivalent for bagpipes?
Oh, actually, no, right here, 30 gold. So, selling price, she would be willing to offer. I'll give you 8 gold pieces.
Oh my god. Jesus.
How about 9?
Make a persuasion check.
For 1 more gold?
Yes, 1 more gold. That's a
Gold
22.
is basically $100. So.
Oh yeah.
22.
All right, seems fair.
All right.
Seems fair. What's the definition of? Okay, sure. Seems.
Hey,
Fair.
can I borrow 10 gold?
Yeah, sure. 10 gold sounds way better than 19.
$1,000.
Then I'll take the gold
okay.
I borrowed from him
It's
and
okay.
then bind the navigator's
He owes
tools.
me now.
Perfect. You guys look like travelers. If you're leaving town anytime soon, don't forget to stock up. I have these hardtack for those who do a lot of trading long distances. Tents to keep you comfortable. And anything that you need for a long day's journey.
How much for the hardtack?
Oh my god, you have no money.
I have 9 silver. That's like $90.
Okay.
So, rations is what she's talking about.
Yes.
Yep, for 1 day's worth of rations, it is 5 silver pieces for 1 day.
All right.
Don't
All right. Ration check. How much do you guys have?
And it comes in a small burlap sack. And inside you find dried fruit.
We're gonna about 1 day.
I
hard
only got a
bread,
day as well.
as well as nuts and berries nuts and oats to snack on.
We can come back again. I want to go to the beach.
Says the cat.
Your bark isn't there.
I'm not getting in the water. I still want to go to the beach.
All right.
It's just one big litter box. What's not to love?
We're going to be staying in
You
the local
see
area.
fishing gear over there.
He's a cat. We'll just throw him in the water. We'll catch a fish. So we're not leaving the area just yet, but we'll probably be back before we go out traveling. But thank you for the offer.
All right, perfect. Have a good day as you gather up your purchases after spending your coin.
Yeah.
All your coin.
Yeah, I was trying
You
to buy
hear
all
the
this.
tinkle of the bell over the door as you close it.
All right. I'd like everyone to know that I did not spend any party loot funding for that.
No, just my loot. My funding.
Yeah, I borrowed from you rather than I borrowed from the whole party. And
That's
I'll
fine.
owe you 10 gold later.
That's fine.
All right. So,
I also needed those 30 pounds anyway.
do you guys need to go anywhere else? Or
I was thinking about going to the magic shop to see if we can, with this time for the group, get some potions because we only have 2.
With what money? Oh, I guess it's for the group. Would be for the
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So you make your way over to the Misty Cupboard magic shop.
Misty cupboard.
You smell the censure, before you even see the shop, as it's later in the day and he's had it open for a while.
Mm-hmm.
You enter into it. You see the small jovial man. He goes, yes, oh, ooh, you again.
Hello,
Welcome back.
Yeah, it's great to be back. I'm tired of the misty woods.
What can I do for you?
We're about to do something somewhat stupid.
Oh,
So,
perfect.
Oh yeah, it's perfect for you. I would like to see your potions of healing.
Potions of healing. Yes. Right over this way. As he goes behind his counter, grabs a stool, climbs upon it, opens up a locked cupboard, and pulls out a rack full of potions. He goes, alright, so, here we go. What are you looking for? I have a few here. I've got standards and I've got a few superiors. Looks like I've got 3 superiors.
Oh yeah, we can totally afford those.
How much for the standards?
Standards will run you 60 gold pieces.
We need to go outside and do some more adventuring.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea.
I'm gonna go kill boars. I'll be right back.
Interesting. All right. We'll be back later.
Oh, interesting.
If you're interested and you come back with more money, the potions of the greater healing will run you 180 gold pieces.
Interesting. All right. Thank you for the heads up.
Translation.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, tell your tiefling friend that I said hi, and
Alright.
tell her to come shopping soon.
All right. Walk out the door. This never happened.
That's fine. That's fine. Let's go.
All right.
Oh,
Let's
I wanted
go.
to grab one of those sunscreen tins, by the way.
Okay, just 5 copper.
Did you want some sunscreen too?
Yes.
Okay, 5 copper for 1 tin.
That's a lot of copper.
So for the purposes of you, it will negate the disadvantage.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
I think it's more
while
chance.
you're in the sun.
Cool.
For what, an hour or so, or?
Yeah, about an hour. And it takes you 10 minutes to apply.
Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, I'm only like 2 feet tall.
Right, but it's kind of thick and get it to actually spread.
Oh, the scales make it hard to spread. Is that
It's anybody, including Abram. It would take him 10 minutes to apply.
That's fine.
Well, he says I had to doff his armor in order to
Yeah.
apply it.
all right.
I mean, I just really need to put on my face if I got armor on.
Yeah. Realistically,
This thing.
All right.
In the back of your ears.
All right.
You've just got like the one really long strip on your nose.
I always
And
forget
then he
those.
gets some mud and just goes like this,
Mm.
like right underneath his eyes.
I always forget to get my nose.
Okay, so you guys all meet back up at the inn, and there you see Ophlia making her way down the stairs with a new familiar.
I hand her the bag of holding.
Switch. Okay, since I rolled maximum HP, there's a
Nice.
whole 3 HP, guys, for this owl. Switch is the regular size, or is the size of a snowy owl. He's perched on her shoulder, and he kind of looks like a snowy owl, except entirely inverted in color. So he's black-bodied with the white spots, and then his eyes are his regular, just bright blue.
Salt and
which
pepper
go
owl.
figure is actually inversion of the yellow. So he's entirely an inverted snowy owl.
But so it is an owl, though, right?
He's an owl, yeah. He's
Okay, just
just
wanna
inverted
clarify.
in color from the snowy owl, but he's the
Same
size
same
of one as
name,
well.
still switched. Just it's an owl now.
Is that
Yes.
thing gonna eat
Got
me?
it. That thing gonna eat me. It's too small. I may eat it.
And she kind of smiles and waves and... So, did you guys find what you're looking for?
We found it all right.
Found it. Kind of pricey as hell, but found it.
Well, I mean, hopefully this job will pay us this time, so...
The last job
we
made us.
can probably, at least, make back what we lost. What kind of map did you find?
Actually, a pretty good map to cover about 12 days of journey.
Yeah, if you head
Roughly.
north. If you head west, it covers about 9 days.
So a pretty good sized
Cool.
map, and I also got some navigation tools for us to travel around there. Got a new bullseye lantern, so it'll be easier to see at night and what we're actually looking at instead of saying, "Hey, everybody, we're right here." And I bought enough oil to keep it going for quite a while.
Oh, that's good. I mean, for light as well, I could have cast light on something and we could have covered it with a blanket and created kind of like a hooded lantern.
Where's the fun in that, though?
Yeah.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
That's very true. Just for backup then.
I do like your problem-solving skills, though. It's brilliant.
I had to learn a lot on the road.
We're going to the beach yet?
Let's go to the beach and we're going to spend 2 minutes at. Got it.
All right, so you gather Manzel. You guys all begin headed south down the trail. Excuse me. It takes you about an hour of travel to leave the town. It's much bigger than you actually initially thought. It gets a lot more densely packed. The houses get closer together. You see more people going about their day. You smell baked bread. Few people chatting with neighbors. It seems word is spreading. Even though the town is still draped in fog, there appears to be at least a small mote of hope. And for the very first time, you see a child playing with wooden swords with his brother.
Oh, Ophi is happy. She gets a big old smile on her face.
As you guys travel, finally leaving the town behind, you begin to hear more of the seabirds overhead. As you guys make your way, who is leading the charge?
Well, since I have the map and everything, I guess I can probably be helping direct where we're going.
Okay, go ahead and make a survival check with advantage because you have a map of the area.
Oh, shit.
Oh?
Not 20.
Natural 20.
So that brings it to a 24.
Super quick. You managed to cut off what you guessed was like 20 minutes of travel. Looking about, I need perception checks.
From everybody?
Sure.
Alright. Perception dice. I trust.
Volgar's perception. Cool.
Got a 19.
That's not awful.
As wisdom. Volgar got a 22.
Wow.
I got a 14.
What was that?
Dose.
2,
Yeah.
3.
I rolled a 4 plus 3, 7.
Barbarian is oddly perceptive.
They can be.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, just see our last party. Or the Discord party.
Okay, you're beginning to hear the sound of waves crashing. The air is getting steadily brinier. A massive gust of wind blows your hair back as birds caw overhead. The world suddenly just ends.
Well, that's
You
the
see what looks to be stony, like rocky, some scrub grass, and then suddenly it just stops and there's just fog.
Like Dark Souls Wall of Fog, or is it just foggy?
I don't know, I never played Dark Souls.
God dang it.
Like a wall of fog that you can't see anything through that looks like it might as well just be solid.
Kind of.
Okay, Dark Souls fog.
In between, so I can kind of see through it-ish. Like,
I mean, it just looks like more fog as far as you can see.
okay,
Yeah,
so
Dark Souls.
fog.
Yeah.
Alright,
That we're not affiliated with whatsoever.
so
Or
do we
endorsing in any way.
left or right, or down the mountain cliff
Just
side?
off in the distance, you see this long trail of something flapping in the breeze,
Oh,
affixed to a
wooden sign.
a
post,
wooden
or post.
wooden post.
Okay.
So
So that's
it's roughly like 60 feet away.
is it easily reached?
Yeah, you continue walking off. You were only slightly off kilter. You make your way over to it, and you see this starting to rot post and some sort of flat board lying down on the ground, slowly being covered with like scrub grass. bird
A
droppings,
little bit of
but
water and some mist.
yeah, bird droppings seem to cover the entirety of this post.
How are we like along a cliff of sorts?
Yes,
Okay.
that is
I assume
now.
as
Now
much.
you're looking at it. The world, quote unquote, ended
Yeah.
because that's as far as the cliff
road.
is.
Okay.
So there's what appears to be a signpost with something on the ground underneath it.
Mhm.
I want to. It's a thing of wood, right?
Yes, it's a board of some kind.
I want to pick up the board and see if there's any writing on it. Like it might have been like, "Oh, that way's the town," or some an actual.
Hope ye who enter.
That too.
Okay.
Yeah.
The
Writ-
world's
I'll
just in.
can help with prestidigitation, cleaning off all of the gross.
okay. It's kind of hard to tell what's sign and what's gross. So go ahead and make a
Well, it'd be
caster
like the
check.
bird poop and stuff you were talking about.
Right. Make a caster check.
What's it?
So it would be charisma for you.
Oh, that's what you're saying.
I mean, it's just prestidigitation. It's just gonna scrub.
Right, but you might take off something more.
That's an 11.
11. Okay.
Or no, that's a 12.
12.
That changes everything.
Yeah.
It can.
Parts of it come clean. You accidentally take off some of the lettering. The paint itself appears to have been faded white and flaky. Make an investigation check, Leslinor.
25.
25. You're able to read it, find even though some of the letters are partially missing, you're able to piece together what they should have been. There is a very crude drawing at the bottom of it as well. It says, beach, port closed, Swagan attacks.
What the heck?
And then what looks to be a rather crudely drawn fish monster head.
Alright, well, first of all, I'm actually really worried because I rolled 2 nat 20s in a row. I'm actually very afraid what's going to happen in the future.
I'm about to say, I know your rolls are going to be trash in combat. But then like mini combat! We're fine!
Yeah.
Does anyone know what a swagan is?
I would assume it's some kind of fish.
Can anyone roll a history or something?
I
You've
show you,
traveled awfully out, what do you know?
I show you the picture
can-
of a like a fish head. I'm like, I think it looks somewhat like this.
Can I do a nature check?
Yeah, you can do a nature check.
19 plus 2.
19 plus 2, so 21. So
Right.
I will show you a picture of the Swagan.
Ha, yes, I telepathically show everyone an image.
Just draw it out.
Basically,
My
what you
nature is that
know,
good.
what you know about the Swagans, they live in the ocean, but they come up on land.
Okay.
DM,
They
you're
are
absolutely correct. I have a massive head again.
yep. They are
Yeah, because
they are often referred to as the orcs of the sea.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
That sounds really fun, guys. I bet we're gonna be good friends.
Oh yeah, I bet I'll be using my Thunderwave spell a lot.
So that's what they look like right there. They have they can spend a few hours at a time on
They were
land.
fun.
Oh.
So they can spend a few hours on land. They are known to eat what they kill.
Okay. So, never mind. Okay.
So let's get them to kill each other.
They will kill each other and they will eat each other.
Nice.
Hey, that's 2 for the price of 1.
But that also means that if you abandon a body, there's no retrieving it later to resurrect it. So if one of you falls, take the body with you.
Oh, this is foot stomp. Take the body with you.
And you also
Don't forget
get
my father's watch.
Someone been staring at his name, right?
With the 21, you also know that they have an affinity and with sharks especially, but they have been known to command other sea creatures to fight alongside them.
Got a little,
If only they were weak to lightning or thunder.
little thing going on. Okay. Like smaller creatures than them, I assume. Or, I don't want to say dumber creatures, but I'm assuming less sentient, maybe, creatures.
But they worship a shark god. and have taken on several shark traits themselves.
Mm-hmm. Shark trait.
Hey, fish are friends, not food.
That's good.
Oh, one other note.
Shark trait. Ooh ha ha.
Yeah,
Fucking good.
one other note.
That's pretty good.
They are mortal enemies of sea elves, and the two of them will fight to the death if one is in the area. They will ignore everybody else and just fight each other.
Hey, who wants to fight a coven of sea elves and sick 'em on them?
Nope, we can do this.
Hey.
Look how old that sign looks. There's probably no swaggins around anyway.
Or probably a shitload more from breeding.
Well, they only come up and land for a few hours apparently, so we'll be fine.
Yeah,
Maybe
we'll be fine.
we'll miss happy hour. It's fine.
Maybe we'll be fine and we end up as happy hour.
No, that's true too. So negative.
Well, that's why I
Realistic.
turned switch into an owl. When we find the cave, I can send him in, and he can see pretty well at night.
Are we at the cave?
Or in the darkness.
No.
So
Oh.
at least we'd get a heads up.
Well, first let's find this cave.
Yeah, I thought the signpost was at the cave. I apologize.
No, the signpost is at the top, marking where you can make safe travel down.
To the okay.
And
Well, let's
then,
make safe travel down then.
yep,
It's a cave behind a waterfall?
there's a cave behind a waterfall, a quarter-mile to the east.
Alright, let's start rocking it over there.
Okay, you guys, next to the sign, you leave it propped up a little bit. There is a switchbacking trail that is somewhat narrow. It's about 5 feet wide. And if anybody knows anything about cliff caves, that's actually or cliff trails, that is really narrow and kind of unnerving.
Yeah. So, who's gonna be anchor?
So,
Are
what's
we
your-
actually climbing down, or are we just walking down
We're gonna go walking down very, very slowly.
Yeah, we're not climbing anything, right?
No. Oh, by the way, just remember that
He has his
Volgar,
spike boots.
Yep, has the climbing boots.
That he bought them for that reason.
I've got rope and mittens,
Yeah.
and
I don't know why he actually got the boots too, which is kind of
and
funny.
1,000 ball bearings. It's like it's way a lot.
1,000 ball bearings do weigh a lot.
2 pounds
But-
apparently.
Let's line you guys up in marching order. Manzel says that he can take the rear.
Oh, thanks,
I'll
bud.
get a
You're the
second to
best.
back.
Second to the back.
Let me check.
What's my perception? +3 and my USC is +5. I don't know about the very front. If no one wants to take very front, I'll take very front. But
I was going to have Volgar take front.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
And I was going to go right behind him.
Okay, then I'll be
Take the
third.
front.
I'll be third, Matt. Go ahead.
I will never take the front.
Okay.
You got your sunscreen on your phone.
There we go. Did you apply it or?
Do everything.
Yes.
Okay.
I applied it right after I got it.
All right. So,
anything.
it smells heavily of chalk and kind of like rendered fat to make it adhere.
Sounds delicious.
It blocks the sun and it's kind of soothing on the scales.
It blocks the sun
And
social
it attracts
interaction.
predators.
Yeah, it actually doesn't. It's been like the chalk.
I'm just joking about the fat.
Yeah.
Trying to fry myself up.
Right. Got
We got
myself some
fried
crispy fried chicken. Yeah. Not actually a kenku though.
And
Alright,
I heard lizards pretty good in some countries.
before we go any further, off topic question. I know I asked last time. We got +1 crossbow bolts.
yes.
Did we ever split them between me and her?
There's
Have you-
only 20 total. So.
Yeah.
You want 10 apiece?
I would like 10, yes. Just off.
Are you
top
okay
side.
with this lady holding bag of holding?
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
Alright, 10 apiece.
I just wanted to before we get into any kind of dangerous scenarios, since this beach is really disappointing. It's not even a beach; it's just a cliff.
As you guys slowly begin descending, go ahead and make new perception checks.
Yeah.
Doth.
Yeah.
13.
Cool, I gotta roll perception twice now.
Oh, that's pretty
that
decent.
landed on all of my dice, didn't it?
Alright.
Woohoo!
15.
15 plus
At
3.
14.
16 for Les.
Oxing.
And 8 for Volgar.
Okay, Volgar is up in the front, and his new shoes are gripping deep into the sea cliff. The trail is a little softer and spongier than he was expecting, and his cleats dig deeper and pull out chunks of dirt that you guys now have to avoid. He says, "Screw it," and he takes them off and puts on his normal boots. So he still has the old boots, or the
When we
climbing
get to
boots.
the cave, you'll put them back on.
Right. But you guys spend the next half an hour descending 1,000 feet to the
Half an hour?
That's pretty fast.
That is a pretty fast pace.
I guess there is like, what, 6 or 7 of us?
No, 1,000 feet in half an hour, switchbacks is actually really impressive.
It's very fast paced, unless of course you guys want to slow down.
I just don't want to go a pace that'll make us fall off and die.
It's okay. It's one way to go.
Alright, you're a cat, you'll land on your feet.
Yeah, I'll bounce off the rocks on my feet, is what you mean to say.
Exactly. And then you'll get eaten by a Sagan, and
Yeah,
we all
exactly.
get to...
Swaggin. Is it Swaggin or Soggin? Soggin?
It depends where
it's-
you're from.
Salgan.
Yeah, it's according to D&D, it's Suhagen.
Okay, because I've always pronounced it just Songin.
Most old school people from like 2.5 and later, call it the Sagan. The Sahagan.
The Sahagan.
Not the
I
Swagan.
call it Salgan.
They're soggy, so let's just call them
Alright, how about
soggy.
this? Fish monsters.
Soggy
if it-
boys.
Soggy
Yeah,
boys.
so if you hear me call them the Sahagan, it's because
It's
I
fine.
used to play 2.5.
So there's no right
Soggy
answer.
boys.
Got it.
Well, according to the creators, it's the Swagan.
Okay, disregard.
Okay, Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Cool.
Yeah.
They'll be shark boys and seals will be lava girls.
Let's do this.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Hashtag.
Hashtag no sponsoring.
Hashtag.
I wouldn't
no
be sponsored with that
affiliation.
anyway.
One of these days I'm gonna keep it all in.
Alright.
So we got shark trait and...
Ooh-ha. And
Yeah, well, there's shark trait.
so we're climbing down this
Okay, so
Thing,
it
right?
takes you 30 minutes. Towards the end, you guys slow down a little bit. You see a rocky shoreline and old, busted up planks.
like from a
dock.
vessel of sorts that it looks
A
like
dock.
it probably, oh,
it looks
pier
to be
or
an
dock.
abandoned series of docks.
They did say it was a port on the sign, fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
But that my question remains: are there any like ship parts, or is it just a
Make
hold?
a perception
Oh my
check.
goodness. Nope. 9 perception. Yeah, 9 total.
9 total. You step on a rock, but this rock clamps onto your boot.
Oh, it's a clam.
It is actually a little hermit crab, and it just looks like a rock.
And it's pissed.
And it
irate.
takes you the next 2 minutes to flick it off, and you're like, huh, well, that wasn't so bad. And then one grabs onto your tail.
Of course. Why not?
But
You
looking
just get
around, yeah, just trying to hold it back. Looking around, there appears to be a bunch of rocks that apparently like sprout legs, scuttle, and then
God.
turn back, and it's really hard to tell that they're not rocks.
I'm starting to get some pretty hardcore PTSD from the troll fight.
Yeah, it looks like crawling heads.
Looking around, you see what looks to be broken down and like rotting rafts, some dinghies,
Okay. Smaller.
right?
Oh, you
Small
call
personal craft.
Yeah.
There's
Rope
long,
boats of
like
sorts.
you touch one of the ropes mooring it, and it just like breaks apart in your hand.
Oh wow.
I want to find this
Everything I
waterfall.
touch dies.
All right, so you begin looking around, you find east, which is pretty easy because you have a reference. North is the cliff wall.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
So
Yep, that's fair.
south is the sea. It's and I'd like to welcome you to the Lemmingview Strait.
Hold on. North was. Say that again. I'm sorry.
North is the sea wall.
Sea wall. Okay, the cliff.
Is
all
the
right.
cliff,
And then
and then to the south is the sea.
Okay, gotcha. Sorry.
So you are now at the Lemmingview Strait, the divide between Yazera and the continent of Itoris.
A Taurus. All right.
And with that, I think we're going to take a break. Hi, this is Daniel the Dungeon Master. Hi, this is Daniel the Dungeon Master, and you're listening to Cats and Crowbars. All right, welcome back. So you guys are beginning to travel east along the rocky shore.
Are we sure we're not going west?
You
Because
are
I'd be
not
very
east.
depressed if we're going west.
No, judging by the position of the sea wall and the ocean, yeah, you're pretty sure that you're going east.
Alright, I just want to make sure that we weren't going west this time like we did that one time.
Last time.
Exactly!
Okay, so you guys are moving forward. Volgar is in the lead. You're navigating.
And since we are basically going to be at the waterfall, he's going to swap out his boots, put back these spiked ones.
Okay, he begins. It takes him about 5 minutes to switch over boots, but he's laced up and ready to go. We'll say that was about the same time that the cat was trying to decrab himself.
I mean, hey, at least you didn't have crabs.
And I know Cosmic is loading up his crossbow, and Squeege is too, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Are you guys using +1 bolts
No,
or
not
just
yet.
regular bolts?
Definitely, yeah.
Just regular.
Just regular for now.
Regular bolts. Okay.
Is there anything else? Could you?
All right. As you guys are traveling, is this a normal pace, a fast pace?
Normal's fine, unless someone
Or
wants to
stealthy.
otherwise.
Well, we got Stealth would be interesting, but we do have some wind chimes right here.
Just remember that I do.
Oh.
Yeah, I do stealth checks as a group, so it's just
Wind
he has
chimes.
he has a greater chance of blowing it or lowering your
What,
guys'
you mean
overall
my,
success.
my -2 dexterity stat?
Oh, no.
For something, I can help out somebody, whoever wants help.
For what? What are we helping?
I can help somebody with stealth. Like I can cast a spell and make disadvantage a flat roll, or make regular roll better.
Well,
I would greatly appreciate that.
Okay.
I would say to
she's
say
going,
yes.
if we are stealthing, yes.
Yeah, let's stealth. It won't hurt.
She will go ahead and place her hand on Abram, and she's going to cast Enhance Ability. Or whichever one does Dex.
Cat's Grace.
The cat's great. The target
Vulgar
has
rolls with
advantage on
disadvantage?
Dexterity checks. It also
Yes.
doesn't take him from falling 20 feet
Because he
or
has
less
the wither.
incapacitated.
Tough always good.
Okay, so you have a flat roll for dexterity checks.
Oh, hey guys, I got a 12. That's the best
Oh, we
roll
all
yet.
like stealth. I'm sorry, group stealth?
Yeah, group
I
stealth.
apologize. So I was looking at some stuff.
12.
Oh man, it's okay. I got you, fam. 25.
Huh.
I rolled a 19.
I got a. What is stealth?
Oh, frick.
Luz got a 19, and Volgar got a 6.
16.
16? Okay. Overall, you guys are fairly stealthy. You guys have to slow down occasionally and move through some of the more rocky portions, especially the small tide pools. The shore seems to crumble a little bit and make splashing noises into these tide pools. But once you guys get past those portions, you guys speed back up to your normal half pace.
Half pace.
In the distance, you see what looks to be a waterfall, just cascading.
Just absolutely cascading.
Yeah.
Just cascading.
just down 1,000 feet from one of the many river
Just
heads.
pounding the rocks below.
I would just like to take a moment and appreciate the gloriness of nature. And I, kind of just like, hey, it's all about the circle, man.
You know what?
All good. No worries.
You know what?
At
All right,
least
so,
they're not-
how far away was this waterfall? Oh,
It was, what was it, a quarter of a mile from the post. So we can see it now, though. So how far?
yeah, you can see a waterfall through the mist cascading out into the ocean. All right.
Start checking it up there.
Okay. You guys march up. The area becomes far smoother as water has worn away any sand or rocks.
Rough edges.
Yeah, any
Don't slip.
basically any loose items have been swept away to the ocean.
Don't slip, guys.
Everything here is either an abrupt edge or a slowly worn away surface.
I
Okay.
would say I would try to climb up it. Like, I'll say this to the group. I think our best chance of survival here would be if someone climbed to the top, hitched a rope, and then we all just roped up that
I
thing.
mean, that's
Oh, good.
not a bad idea at all. The barbarian seems to have rope and good shoes for that, as well as the rip.
He coughs slightly. To paint a better visage of the scene, go ahead and make a perception check.
I roll my knife.
Him?
Anybody. It's with disadvantage if you have the wither.
Okay, it's a 19, 2, and then a 10, so
That's not bad.
12. Or sorry, perception, 13.
13. Anybody else gonna check?
21.
Nice.
21.
2.
Yeah, at least it wasn't for a wild magic roll.
Right. So, looking about, there is a deep pool underneath the waterfall. There does not appear to be any, this waterfall hits the cliff face and doesn't appear to have anything, it just runs down the cliff. And then the pool sweeps out into the ocean.
Well, we know the cave is behind the waterfall. You want us to check to see if the cave's ground level?
Well, the cave's behind the waterfall still? Is that what I heard?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what I thought. And we're trying to see. You mean if it doesn't go down underwater? Is what you're saying? By ground level?
Like ground level, say water's here, waterfall's going straight down. Maybe we go right here, next to the waterfall, and just see if there's any passage behind it.
But we don't have to climb the waterfall, do we?
We don't
Probably
know.
not. But if we get closer to the waterfall, we'd be able to tell if we do need to climb it or if we don't need to climb it. For all we know, we need to go swimming. And the heavy armor would be very, very bad for that.
Yeah. I really don't want to get in the water.
I'm in danger.
Yes, you are.
I really don't want to get into any water if I can help it.
Squeege does not want to touch any water.
I'll touch it, but I don't want to.
We'll put you in the bag of holding.
Okay, I'll do it.
We'll just
You'd
tie
have to roll
your
for
ankles
it
to some
the whole
rocks and
time.
throw you in. You'll figure it out.
They'll fit in there, give or take.
Alright.
So, what is the consensus?
We're probably going to try to get closer to the waterfall to see if we could find out where the entrance is to see if we need to go climbing.
Okay,
if we
so
need to
who's making their way?
Yeah.
So.
Les and Volgar will go.
Yeah,
there.
Okay,
you seem to
Les
have a much better
and-
mental picture of what's going on, so I'll let you do your...
Les, Lenore, and Volgar both make their way up to where the heavily beating down water in a massive torrent. The water spray from the waterfall hits you and quickly soaks you. It's
And
pretty cold.
Ophelia would like to send a switch a little bit higher to just kind of sweep up and down the higher areas to look for the cave as well.
okay. He can go ahead and make make a perception check.
with advantage because he's got. What is that?
Right.
Insight.
Yeah, keen sight.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. What is that? That is an 18.
18. He's buffeted by the updraft, and he gets a little too close to the waterfall and gets buffeted down by the force of the water. But looking up and down for about 100 feet up in the air and further down, no apparent entrance that he can find.
Alright, should just send him back to sit on her shoulder
Alright.
again.
Who wants to go swimming?
Do we have to go swimming?
Yeah, about that.
Look, I was picturing a beach, big litter box. I mean, a big, beach.
This is more like the San Francisco beach than it
this
is
is
a Miami beach.
Kind of reminds you of the beaches in Okie, actually.
And we're not in Florida now.
So, anybody gonna go take a dive in the pool?
All right.
I'm sure Volgar would love to go swimming.
He would, except for he has the wither.
That's true.
And he's
How's your strength looking? So I'm assuming swimming athletics or which is strength, right? Acrobatics is dex, yeah. So how's your strength looking? Mine is -1.
his is
Yours is still plus more than mine.
Right, but with disadvantage.
All I need is the coin.
Yeah, but they had to spend an hour to attune to it.
No.
Nope.
Not Fickle's fault.
The Fickle's Fortune,
Or fortune.
is just a straight coin, which, by the way, is currently on Squeege.
So you're saying swimming is athletics?
Yes.
But so how swimming works? It's half of your movement underwater.
Okay.
Any melee weapon attack is at disadvantage unless, of course, you have a trident, a spear, a dagger, and I want to say short sword, but I don't
What about
think
rapier?
so.
Rapier's pokey.
No, rapiers don't count. They're
What
too
if-
long.
So if I were to go down there,
Rapiers are very long.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
In fact,
Yeah, I've seen them.
Yeah.
It'd be easy to poke underwater. I think.
Not really.
Go ahead.
so we're trying to find the entrance to this cave.
Yes.
We gotta dive in there.
Maybe.
Can I take off my armor so I can go swim down there, come back up, and say, "Oh, hey, it is down there," or "Hey, it isn't down there"?
Assuming you don't
yes,
get
you
attacked
can.
while you're down there. Yeah.
It'll still be with disadvantage.
Um,
Well, you still have the wither.
Oh yeah.
you know what?
It's also 10 minutes. It's 5 minutes to doff your armor, and then 10 minutes to don your armor.
Non-Vulgar will jump in.
Okay. He goes plunging into the cold depths of.
Dive
But
right
before
in.
doing that, though, he's also going to tie a rope to him,
Okay.
and he's going to give it to the party to make sure that, like, if they feel a quick tug, that they can start pulling him out too while he's trying to swim, so he can, if anything happens.
Okay, I'll take that rope.
Okay.
So I'll grab that rope. I'll find like a nice foot holding in the rocks to kind of like hold on to it.
Okay. Also, melee or ranged attacks are at disadvantage,
Oh, okay.
except for crossbows.
Really?
Though you're
Identify.
limited to the very first range increment.
Yeah. I think so. What do you mean by first? Oh, 30 or for
So,
handed.
for-
I know what you're saying.
Right. So
Oh,
there
yeah.
is no second increment for any ranged attack. It's only the first increment.
30 feet.
So crossbows, spears, and tridents, when thrown, are also no disadvantage.
Throws the crossbow.
He's like, I'm out of ammo. Screw it.
You know what I meant.
What are you doing? All right.
All right, he actually rolled a 19 and then rolled a 12, so it's a 19.
Not bad.
Nice. For perception or
Athletics.
athletics, you don't really need to do that. Though, I'll actually, when you get closer to the waterfall,
That's the main reason why I
yeah,
was thinking. It's like,
you start getting buffeted down. The rope tugs. Go ahead and make a perception check with disadvantage.
That is a 12.
12. He notices barnacles and turbulent water and dark sea stone. Not that else. Occasional sea anemone, but like the water is tugging on the rope. Which Abram, go ahead and make an insight check.
Okay. 21.
21. Okay, you can attribute the tugging on the rope to be him swimming next to the waterfall.
Okay.
So he swims around, looking around. He doesn't see any entrance to a sea cave or anything here.
All right.
And then he swims back to the surface, shouts out that it's bracing, and then, hey, bro, you should totally come in here.
Just imagine full bar.
The water's bracing!
No, the water's great. I said, Abram kind of looks down and he's just like, I'm sure it is. And I just pull on the rope to pull him back up out.
He slowly tugged over it, but he says fuck it and just starts swimming himself. Pulls himself up.
Alright.
Are you sure this is the right one? There's several waterfalls, I think.
Waterfalls?
I mean, we were just guessing. We traveled over several rivers, so I'm guessing all of them at least go out into the sea at some point.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess there's no real harm in trying to see if there's more.
Go ahead, Leslinor, and make a wisdom check. And also with advantage. This is because you have the cartographer's tools and the map.
So I would do that with my cartographer tools. Check.
Yeah, alright, I'll allow it. So it's wisdom plus proficiency.
21.
You haven't traveled the distance, but now that you're thinking about it, you haven't traveled the right amount of distance. You've hit the first river, the one that runs right next to the Clear Lane Cruddery. You know that a little bit further than that, about 1/8 of a mile, is another river that continues on. And according to your new local map, they don't converge.
So it's probably the next waterfall.
It's quite possible. Looking at the map closely, there are a total of 8 waterfalls.
Well, keep going. Let's go for the next one.
Okay.
Okay. You guys continue on. Make new stealth checks if you wish to be stealthy.
Yes, please.
I kind of like the idea of being stealthy just in case.
Oh. I'm at 20. What a waste.
12.
Well, somebody could roll a natural 1.
Yeah. Someone did roll a natural 1.
Nice, so you guys cancel each other out.
A 6. Wait, shit, what was it again?
Stealth?
Stealth, yeah.
This is
So
bottom somewhere.
it's a 4.
Oh,
you rolled a straight, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, I rolled it with disadvantage.
No, you currently have...
Enhanced ability.
Duh. Okay.
So just
So what was the first one?
ignore...
Or-
Or yeah,
I
well,
can't, I can't remember what the first one
okay,
was.
just
I
ignore
always
the
roll.
2 rolls and roll one more time. And we'll have this
It's
as...
even worse.
Oh!
19.
I wasn't
So-
17.
Yeah. So 17 total, yeah, after your minus 2. Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I wasn't. Oh my god.
You broke it! I'm kidding, it's my
Yeah,
bad.
It's fine. It's fine.
I love that dice tower.
That scared.
So Volgar got a 1.
Okay.
Well, she got a 20.
So that cancels out.
Luz got a 16.
Okay. Cosmic?
10 plus 16.
16.
Total.
Okay. Abram? 17?
17.
Awfully?
12.
12! Okay.
Whoa.
You guys continue on. Let me roll for Manzel. Manzel actually did pretty decent. His stealth is +6, so he got an 18. You guys continue on ahead for another 20 minutes. Make perception checks.
This sword is a full shield.
Well, that's a little bit better than last time, I guess.
17.
Yeah.
17 plus
11
3.
plus. I think it's the perception, right?
20.
Yeah. 14.
24 for Les and
Not 20 again.
Nice.
Natural 20? What's your total?
21.
21 total? Including adding your proficiency on top of that again?
What's my proficiency?
2.
So 23.
23. Alright, what was everybody's totals?
Laz also got a 22, so I did math wrong, and Volgar got a 20, got an 8.
I got a whopping 14.
I got a 12 again.
I got some 12.
Squeege!
Choose everything.
Through
Through the walls.
the fog,
Through time and
you
space.
see the faintest silhouette
Of a man.
about a quarter mile out. You see the faint outline of what could possibly be a large ship
Oh.
A ship?
making its way down the channel.
Oh, it's moving? Jesus.
Oh, I pointed out. Hey, you guys, look. There's a ship over there. You see that?
None of you see this thing. All you see is the fog,
No, I don't see it.
unfortunately. But you guys also see a waterfall. Another one. This one is not as powerful as the last one you came across. It still has a channel and a pool at the bottom of it. The sand and the rocks in the area have just been swept away, leaving just smooth rock with occasional jagged point and edge.
Mm-hmm.
What does catch your notice on this one, though, is just barely behind the waterfall, you can see what looks to be a path.
How large is this path?
As you get closer to it, it was pointed out to you by Squeege again. This path appears to be only 3 feet wide.
So hold on a second.
One at a time.
What do you mean one at a time?
And where the path leads is cut off by the waterfall.
It's a very, very skinny.
Yeah.
It seems to have been worn away by the waterfall.
Where'd that boat come from, though?
What boat?
Exactly.
I didn't see a boat.
Look
There's
at
a
you.
boat.
You didn't see a boat
Guys, I
either.
swear!
You didn't see a boat either.
I'm not crazy.
Ophlia, Leslinor, and Abram. You guys can go ahead and make history checks. Or intelligence checks, your choice.
Where's my
History
checks?
or intelligence?
Yeah. Actually,
They're the
just
same.
make a history check.
Okay.
Intelligence.
I have big
yeah.
intelligence.
Oh, you big
19.
Is it big brain time?
19. What
It's
did you
freaking
get,
big brain.
M?
I got a 13.
6. A whole 6.
13.
13. So, Ophlia is like spellbound by the sea currently.
Well, yeah, that works. I don't think she's ever really been this close, so.
Yeah, you have heard tales of sea monsters, and you're just kind of imagining a kraken just rising up out of the ocean.
All of a sudden, her mind flashes to her favorite adventuring book where the adventurer was on a ship and facing a kraken.
Yeah. And just in the back of your own imagination, you could just hear the the thunderous sound and guttural roar of such
and
a
I
beast.
just imagine Switch just staring at her, waiting until the perfect opportunity to bite her ear to take her back.
The whole party is actually kind of just staring at you as you're like just drooling. But Leslinor and Abram, you know that the Lemmingview Strait goes from ocean to ocean. It actually divides two continents. The current continent that you're on, Ysera, to the north, and then to the south, the continent of Itoris. Between the two continents is the Turquoise Domain to the east, and then to the west is the Irithun Ocean. And this channel goes all the way from one to the other, and trade goes up and down. Leslinor, you know that quite a few Stonen trade merchants from Raychester, which your master has a good deal of business with on the western coast of the Stonen Empire, uses the Lemmingview Strait all the way up through the Turquoise Domain up into Mooley Bay to trade with Whitehaven. This is a major thoroughfare.
Explains why he was interested in what was going on in this area.
Well, anything that might disrupt trade with between Raychester and Whitehaven on completely opposite ends of the continent. That would be a huge interest to anybody.
Yeah.
Especially if they want to maintain any sort of political purview and influence. As point of order, your master, who trades through Raychester, doesn't have any direct dealings with Eris, which is actually only a couple of days' journey east of here, about 2 weeks. It is an elven city, which is blocked off by the Windshire Wall. They are sequestered and refuse to trade with anybody except for perhaps a kingdom to the south, though you don't remember which one. And occasionally your master can get away with using a proxy in Whitehaven to trade with Eris. You rolled really high, so...
Yeah. I might have an in that city if I put my cards right.
Right, but...
I have to play it
You have
perfectly.
to play it... You will have to play it perfect and not mention Stona.
What's Stona?
Exactly. But, drawing your attention back to the waterfall and this very narrow footbridge.
Alright.
I can have Switch check ahead so we don't walk into any traps.
Alright. As you send Switch forward, are you looking through his eyes, or...
She immediately latches on to whoever's next to her, and yeah, she's looking through his eyes.
Who is she next to?
I can't see the marching order.
There is no marching order.
Currently, there's no marching order. You guys have kind of gaggled
I'm assuming
around.
she's in the back with Mansell because she usually sits in the back.
That's fair. Okay, she latches her hand onto Mansell and starts looking through Switch's eyes.
Slowly becoming accustomed to this, he doesn't even bat an eye.
Yeah.
So, I need Switch to make a dexterity saving throw as Switch coasts through, but then immediately gets buffeted by falling water, which blankets a portion of the bridge.
Cool. Alright.
Epic.
15!
Okay,
That's
that was barely enough. He drops 5 feet and touches his talons to the foot of the bridge, but manages to flap and strength his way back up. Immediately to his left, there's a cave opening.
Alright, he's gonna go straight through there and start looking around.
All right, can you position the camera overhead?
Oh my god.
Alright.
Make a perception check. You'll have to look right there.
Okay.
Okay, immediately into it. It's a winding channel. I don't have the tile pieces for the channel, which extend over this way, but it extends about 30 feet in and then comes to a room. Okay, so there is a chamber opens up. Within the chamber, go ahead and make a perception check for
His
Switch.
perception is 19.
19
With
total?
dark vision of 120 feet. Yeah.
Okay. Within this room, the room itself is roughly 20 feet by 15 feet. You can see what looks to be an underground river traversing over and a stony bridge crossing up over this river. Beyond that is a gently sloping tunnel. The roof in here is actually very shallow. It's only about 10 feet, and Switch is having a hard time maintaining a flight while still trying to look around.
Okay. She will be explaining this and sending him forward. 10 feet. He could fly at about probably 5.
Okay. Goes to the mouth of the next tunnel. It still slopes out of his, gently around. Can't see beyond it.
But he doesn't see any danger or anything?
Currently nothing.
Okay, so, it's a 19, so
That's
he's
reassuring.
looking pretty good.
He's looking pretty good.
He's looking pretty good. I was just going to send him a little bit further.
It switches back around.
I don't like this.
Okay.
This moves forward.
Close quarters.
Alright, guys, there's a red campaign.
Very, very, very close quarters.
Comes
The world's
to
kinda
a vast opening. Well, not exactly vast. Roughly 20-foot underground river. There is a small 5-foot shelf on either side of this river. Beyond it, make a new perception check for Switch.
New perception. Ooh, that is a 22.
22? Okay. Make a stealth check for Switch.
Yep. Hold on. Where's the stealth? Okay.
Because
I don't know which-
looking this river, can you hand me? There's a metal arrow right on the other side.
Right here.
Yep, there you go. So looking, you can see that the water flows in that direction, going from east to west in this
Okay.
underground river. It is too deep to see. It's very dark in here. But you can see right here where the mouth is, and there is another cave on this side, another tunnel. There is a collapsed bridge, or at least there used to be a bridge there. It has collapsed and has been chipped away. But stepping out of the water is just one clawed hand, second clawed hand. You see frills and fins.
No.
Unfortunately, because dark vision is black and white, I can't describe color to you. Tattered
Yeah.
I'm
clothes,
assuming-
mottled skin, frills across the head, smelling strongly of the sea. A creature emerges out of it, standing 6 feet tall, wielding a spear.
Okay. Switch rolled a 16 on his stealth, but as Ophelia sees that, she's going to have him turn around and fly back to the entrance of the first room and hide.
Okay, so let me
And
see.
he doesn't fly by as an owl as well, so if it's triggering any opportunity attacks, it's flyby. I don't think that
Okay,
happens.
you had a what perception or stealth? You said 16.
16.
Okay. Quickly flies away. Just at a quick glance behind, the figure emerges out. You see a long tail swishing behind it as it goes into another chamber that you don't see.
Yeah. Well, she'll have him post up right at the entrance, or the exit of the first room. No, exit. Yeah. She'll have him post up right there and keep an eye out to vamp out if he sees anything. And then she's going to return to her own vision.
Okay. You come back to
All of-
yourself.
As it happened, by the way.
Right.
Cool.
All right then.
Do we have to go in there?
Yes.
How do we know where the lichen is? All right,
Knowing
good
that-
talk.
It should
Yes.
be
Deeper in.
bioluminescent. Wasn't that described to us?
Make an intelligence check.
Me?
Oh,
Well,
Oh,
actually,
God.
anybody.
oh, shoot.
I will do it.
You've got good nature, right? You'll know if it's.
Intelligence.
Oh shoot, my nature's pretty good.
Intelligence.
Same thing plus intelligence.
Intelligence.
Wait, what intelligence?
Intelligence.
Oh, it's a nat 20.
Oh, nice.
It's with disadvantage because you have the wither.
But I got the thing.
That's
That's
cat's
for-
grades for dexterity only.
But isn't he helping Ophelia? Or Ophelia helping him?
Just
I
get another
guess?
nat 20.
Yeah, just get it. That's fine.
Oh, yeah,
That
let me just
was
get another
a-
nat 20 real quick.
You didn't say it in time.
Roll another nat 20.
Got him. It's okay.
Oh, no, but he said it after you
What was
said
that?
for
An
Ophelia
8.
to do it. and
But it's
then I
plus 2,
figured-
so 10.
10.
He knows the
You can
average.
make separate rolls, so.
20 from Les.
Jeez.
Well, it's
Well,
a flat
that's
20.
not helpful at all. I
Still.
don't remember anything. That was an 8.
What did you get, Les?
20.
20 total?
Mhm.
It was vaguely described to you when you had it. The description was given off recording, so this lichen is, you remember the description being it's dark green with light glowing purple bits to it. So it is green and purple. It glows. It has spots on it that glow purple, just faintly,
So slightly bioluminescent.
just barely bioluminescent.
But we don't need to go in here specifically. There's other places we can go, right?
Probably not.
Hmm?
This is the area that he indicates that he collects
okay.
it.
Okay.
Is this sea cave?
Well,
If this is the
I'm
correct
in the
sea
sea cave. And this is a cave within the cave, right? Are we still in the? I thought we were kind of like in a cave already.
We weren't.
Okay, disregard
This whole cave system.
that. Okay. All right, screw it. Fine, let's go. How do we get in there?
There's a 3-foot little walkway we go through.
Nice.
So you guys march up.
Yep.
All right, I need each and every one of you to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh, I'm really good at this.
Why would that be? Oh my god!
Because of
Oh,
the pounding
nice,
water
underneath the
washing
table.
across the.
I really did drop my
Yeah, I saw.
Oh, heck.
Nice.
So Fulgar,
Did you get it?
Oh yeah.
would he
Oh,
have
my
a flat
freaking
roll
dice.
gets you out of advantage on it? It's just a dex saving throw, and it's a dex. It says dex effect.
Okay, so it's dexterity saving throw, and because it's just stage 1 of the wither,
Yeah.
he doesn't have disadvantage for this. So he has advantage on this roll.
Okay.
5.
Alright.
Ophelia managed a natural 20 for once.
All right. Fulgar got a 18.
You got 16.
And Was got a 17.
Okay. What did you get, Squeech?
12.
12. Okay. Let's get Manzel.
All right, let's get my damage dice out.
Okay, so you guys are marshaling through, and it's slick. Just all the smooth stone. Small bits of algae are collecting on it. And then the force of the waterfall.
Volgar is using
Pounding.
his boots as much as he can.
Yes, he is. He manages to pass through first. No problem. Next up is Abram.
5.
Who rolled a 5.
Who rolled a dice, I think.
He's good. He's good.
We're supposed to roll d6s, right?
Alright. And then hits a small slippery spot. And then finds himself tumbling.
Dead.
He's slipping.
Slipping.
Into the water.
Okay, nobody said anything, so now he tumbles into the water.
Wait, no one's gonna say it?
Laswell rolls. See if he can stop.
Nope, it was too late.
Too late.
No, they were singing. I'm just letting them talk.
No, you
I
guys,
got interrupted.
you guys just watch me
It's
die.
too late.
So,
Okay, I tumble into the water.
Abram falls into the water.
Can I try to catch
this-
myself on anything?
That was what the dexterity saving throw was to see if you could maintain balance.
Copy that.
So, you suffer bludgeoning damage.
So note to self: interrupt people while they're singing.
Was he down from what he hit?
I mean,
Uh,
it was a short bit, and then
They were
the
singing,
stuff.
and I'm like, okay, I'm just not going to say anything.
Okay,
You suffer 6 bludgeoning damage.
6 bludgeoning damage.
As you get forced against the rocks and grated down them, tumbling head over
Ow!
head,
Ow!
and then splash into the
Ouch,
water.
oof, my bones.
Oof!
My skin.
Can I?
Lovely.
Am I still going, or
no? You managed to swim and make your way back to the back of the line.
Okay. Fun.
Should we just tie a rope to him this time?
It's very slick, everybody.
Yeah, we can always tie a rope around all of us.
Well, this should be a lesson. Do never deny or never underestimate nature's wrath.
Nature's fury.
Nerd. You hear from a very faint from the waterfall.
Okay, so Leslinor goes through. Cosmic goes through. You got a 5, right? No, what did you get?
12?
Cosmic.
No, me?
Yeah, Cosmic.
Oh, I got 16 total.
16, and then Chloe, you got
12.
12. Awfully got.
She got a natural 20, so that's going to be 25.
Okay, Manzel's turn. He's
Oh, no.
he and
Elvis.
Elvis are making their way.
I grab him.
Okay, make a dexterity
I learned
check.
my lesson. I grab him.
Make a dexterity check.
I grab my dice.
Yeah, 16 plus 20. Flat 20.
Flat 20. You managed to grab him in time, stabilize him, and he goes, "Oh, thanks,
Thank you,
buddy."
bro.
As he and Elvis,
He looks
Through.
around. Elvis is gone.
yeah.
No!
Abram, it's your turn. Again.
You see Abram's face in the background just looking at them.
Once again, never underestimate nature.
Can you say a prayer to the nature and get like
Yeah.
an advantage or something?
Oh no, not
He already has advantage, but it's canceled out by disadvantage.
yeah. So I just get flat rolls.
Say a prayer to the nature.
Say prayer to Naker.
To nature.
Oh god, this guy who's voiced by Whoopi Goldberg.
Can we like
All right, Abram.
do anything? to
Yeah,
help
I
him?
mean, just keep trudging
Roll
forward.
your dexterity saving throw.
Is there anything we can do to help him?
It's just a straight roll, so go ahead.
Nice. It's 20.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Natural 20?
Natural 20.
Nice.
Natural 20 minus 2, so it's 18.
Plus 2.
Plus your proficiency again, though. So
Wait, plus my proficiency.
when you roll
Yeah.
a nat 20, you
Yeah.
want to explain it?
Yeah, our home rules is if you roll a natural 20,
Mhm.
you add your proficiency bonus on top of that to
Oh.
make it better.
So yeah,
Because
flat
in
20,
in 5e there is no automatic success
Yeah.
or automatic failure.
yeah.
So our house rules are natural 20, you add your proficiency. Natural 1, you subtract a d4.
Yeah. So natural 20, flat 20.
Okay, so natural 20, you find that slippery spot. Luckily, the algae that slipped you up also slipped up Mansell, but his boot is leather, so it actually cleared the spot, and so it's just rough stone this time.
Mm.
And you're like, nope,
Nope.
and
This time, nature.
Not this time, wild mother.
right, but you get a nice caressing sea breeze across your face. It's refreshing. It definitely wipes off the salt water from the pool with the fresh water from the waterfall.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not going to itch later. So that's nice.
That's nice.
Yeah. So
Nice.
you guys all enter into this tunnel.
This is like out here still?
Yeah, the tunnel is 30 feet before it reaches the room.
Okay.
Nice room.
So, you guys march forward, so we can go ahead and put you guys within the room, in whichever marching order you wish.
Where do you want to be in the room?
In the back. Not in the front.
Anywhere but the front?
So you might want to face the correct direction.
Yeah, Athlia's somewhere in the back. Either
Volgar and
back
Les will be in the
or,
front.
like second or third.
Well, then I'll
to
be
the
right
back.
behind her.
I literally can't reach those characters,
Oh.
so...
I literally can't either.
There we go. So it is pitch black within this tunnel.
Les gets his bullseye lantern set up.
What's a bullseye lantern again?
So bullseye
Like
lantern
a
is
hooded-
bright light in a cone.
Yeah. Okay.
To
So
the
not like a
front.
hooded.
Hooded
more of a wedge.
is a wedge,
Okay.
and
It's
bullseye is basically
A smaller angle.
is a very very focused, and it goes out
Much
60
further?
feet.
Okay.
Yeah, if you can look that up, it has a reflective surface to the back to direct everything to the front to a kind of lens at the
The
front.
closest thing they've got to a laser pointer.
The closest they have to a flashlight.
A bullseye lantern casts bright light in a 60-foot cone and dim light for an additional 60 feet.
Oh, nice.
Once lit, it burns for 6 hours on a single flask.
Okay.
So there you go. It's a 60-foot cone, and then 60 feet beyond that. So 120 feet of light within this 60-foot cone.
And if we're going to be in
And-
hallways, it works.
And as soon as Switch sees Losanor, he kind of does the little owl hoppy thing and like unfurls and refurls his wings to kind of go. I guess he would hop up a little bit to kind of lead the way.
Well, that's what I thought you were describing was him hopping along the stones.
Not like hopping up and down. I assume that's what I was picturing.
Yeah, he was like hopping up and down, like, "Hi, I'm here.
Look
I
at
see
me.
you. I is friendly bird."
Well, guess what? We're moving now. I guess.
All right.
I
This-
don't know everyone can get in.
The air in here is somewhat stale. You see condensation dripping down the walls from the bullseye
What he did.
lantern. You hear dripping of water into small pools that then eventually fill up and then slide down to the next pool, which then fills up and then slides down to the next pool, until they eventually find this underground stream over here.
Pleasant.
Everywhere you see there is just it's cold in this room or within this cave system. You hear the undulating of water from the underground rivers.
May I ask how does it look like it's a rapidly moving? I mean, I'm sure. It's not, or we're not there yet. Excuse me. Disregard.
The river from the first room is actually moving quite fast.
Okay.
How fast you can't tell because
don't wanna know.
unless of course you.
Hey, if you
drop
jump
something
in,
it.
if you jump in, you'll know how fast it goes.
Oh, I just tie them to a rope. Why would I jump in? What are you crazy? All right, I was just curious. So it looks like it's moving at a fairly don't want to jump in pace.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fair.
Yeah, I think so. At a pretty nope speed, if you will.
Yeah. And if Leslinor would let Switch would jump up and fly onto Leslinor's shoulder to just kind of be there. All right. And he does just that and just kind of like sits there watching ahead.
Okay.
Yeah,
Or is it working?
you can hear the water lapping up against the stones.
Okay.
Looking
And
about,
Althea
there's
will
bits of
send,
mold.
And Althea will send a message to Lenore going, we're getting really close to where I saw the Salga.
Nice.
Got it. First, I am going to do. I'm going to look around to see if any of the Lichen or whatever the hell it's pronounced is around here.
Make an investigation check.
Nice.
8.
8. Looking around, there seems to be mold of some kind. Investigating it, it doesn't look to
I don't
be.
see purple, Captain.
Yeah, it doesn't appear to be the right color either. It's kind of black with white spots.
Oh, fun stuff. We should feed this to the grease salesman.
Oh, I don't know if he'd like it. I don't know if he'd eat it. I think he's smarter than that. I could be wrong.
Or maybe we can trick this into some food for the hags.
Yeah, I wouldn't hold your breath on that one either.
I know.
Alright, well, I'm assuming that we're just going to charge in there because that's what Volgar would do.
Yeah, Volgar's holding himself
What would
back.
Volgar do?
Charging.
Charge in there. Probably jump in the water and try to wrestle one,
Yes.
which is a terrible idea.
Yes.
But he doesn't see anything, so he's actually calming down.
Okay, so you guys are just kind of hesitating within this first roomish
Well, unless you
as you
want...
guys extend over into the.
Alright, let's roll for stealth.
Okay.
Yeah.
God, dude.
More chances to fail stealth.
Stealthy.
Okay, Volgar will do it.
Oh, that's a 5?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
It's okay.
It's
That's
a
a
5.
whole
You got better than me.
14.
Oh my god. Oh, we're not very stealthy.
No!
We are horribly stealthy.
So,
I got 8.
on
Hey guys,
three,
be quiet!
it just echoes down the hall. So, hold on. On a 1, what do I do?
Subtract a d4.
From what? It's a 1. That's why I'm confused.
What your stealth is a plus
From the
6.
total.
Oh, okay. That's a
So it becomes a 7.
2. No, 3 then, because I have 2 left over for stealth.
So you have a plus 6, so that's a 7 minus.
You roll a d4.
Oh, I have to roll it. I'm sorry. I thought you wanted me to just subtract 4. Oh, minus 1.
So 6.
You rolled 6.
Oh,
You roll better than me.
that's sad.
Yeah.
Even when I fail.
But for this, that basically counts as 2 failures.
Yeah, basically.
For group checks like this, that's 2 failures.
3 though, because I got a 5, he got a 5, he got a 6.
So that's 4 failures.
Oh yeah, we're going.
What do you got?
Les got a 20 and Volgar got an 18.
Guys, let's be
Okay,
real
2
nice.
successes, 2 failures.
Trying to be sneaky, guys!
So that's basically
I
2
cast a
failures.
message on the
What
swamp.
what did you get?
Hey, we're not here.
We're not.
What you get off
Hey,
there?
don't look over here,
I got a
okay?
14.
Okay, and yeah,
We just start doing
Mansell-
the metal. We all start doing the metal.
Mansell
gear
failed.
challenge.
Mansell got a 17. So
What is this, evened out?
no, it's like yeah, basically you guys managed to
MGS
even out.
heroic
Normally it's either a
words.
failure or a success, but you guys are
Okay,
even.
I'm not gonna lie. I got perfect S
Oh
rank
my
on multiple
God.
missions just because I rolled everything.
Okay, so you guys are definitely like
Boisterous.
you're not boisterous. You guys like are stepping into these stagnant pools,
Very not
and
smart.
the bullseye lantern keeps like flashing farther down the cave than you mean it to. but you hear the sound of river further on down.
All right. Let me see what this spell barbarian can use.
Hands. Cast fist.
Volgar casts jump on himself.
Okay.
How does I know it's in here somewhere. How does
The ceiling's only 10 feet tall.
Yeah, the ceiling's only 10 feet tall, so
trash.
at least in this portion.
Can he control his if he's
Yeah,
just
no,
hops? It's still
No, he's going to try to do like potentially might have to do
A
long
horizontal.
jumps. Yeah, for
Hey,
1 minute he can try to if a long jump happens.
I'm just saying he last time he did this he flew into the air. Can he just do a hop and kind of control it? Does
Yeah.
he learn okay.
It's an athletics check.
Okay.
All right, so you guys creep forward. I'm just going to move you guys.
It's one of those things that it costs him nothing to keep casting it on himself.
Yeah, no, I understand. I'm thinking back to my Morrowind days. Cast jump, and you can't control it. You just shoot into the sky.
And die when
That's what I'm trying. That's what I'm making sure is not going to happen. That's all.
Oh
I'm
no,
saying.
it's going to happen.
Oh, lovely.
All right, let me just
He's gonna
take a
jump so
picture
high,
of this for
A kraken's going to come out from underneath him and eat him, and he's going to sit there inside the kraken. All right, now's the time to just grab his sword and start cutting it open from the inside.
All right, I guess we're gonna take a break.
He had to use the bathroom.
Break time.
Daniel the Dungeon Master here, and this is Cats and Crowbars.
All right, welcome back. So, adventuring party, you see the rushing underground river. It is 10 feet across. Judging by it, it's moving pretty fast. To the west, you see two boats, one on each end of the shore.
How big are the boats? Look like they're about 12 feet.
Yeah, they're just over 10 feet long. They're enough for two people to be in each boat.
You said there's something across the river?
Yes, right here, directly across, is another tunnel.
Could we possibly use a boat as a bridge?
It's quite possible, maybe.
If we could control the boat with that high speed of water.
No, I'm talking about...
I know, you're
There's
picking up
crumbled bridge bits right here, so possible.
If we can, lift the boat up, move it over there, and prop it on it.
Does the water? How deep does the water appear to be? Deeper than
Deeper than the eye can see.
4 feet.
You guys fill in
Okay.
as you move forward in. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
16 plus 3 is investigation.
It's a straight roll because of the bullseye lantern.
Oh really? Well, 16 then. That's still pretty good.
21.
21.
Oh.
How'd
you roll 21?
You
if it's
can't
straight?
see.
Oh, you mean without disadvantage? Oh, in that case,
Right.
21 as well. Sorry.
Yeah, it's without disadvantage.
Okay. When you said straight, I thought you meant just my just the roll. I apologize.
Just my eyes.
So, the bullseye lantern's beam cuts deep into the water. You can see with the lantern about 6 feet down. Still don't see bottom.
Okay, so it's deeper than 4 feet is all I was concerned with. After that, I imagine it'd be kind of difficult to whatever navigate.
Yeah, that's what me. Glance down. Yeah, it's too deep.
So, okay. Well,
Yeah, the beam penetrates as far as you can guess about 6 feet. And you still don't see any evidence of the bottom.
Okay.
Do you want me to send a switch down the next hallway, or do we just want to go in blind?
Where's the fun in exploring? We gotta explore. We can't just rely on Switch the whole time. What if Switch gets hurt?
Then
Yeah,
switch
we're
just
gonna-
past that.
I have means of bringing him back one more time.
When you bring Switch back, is it the same Switch? Does he retain all of his memories?
Yeah, he does. He's
Does he
exactly
hate
the
you
same.
from...
Yeah, I was about to say, does he remember what he had to go into? All right, we're going back in. Oh, I don't want to. All right. Okay.
I mean,
Well,
it takes me like an hour and 11 minutes, so...
specifically an hour and 11 minutes and 23
Okay,
seconds.
well, if you're going to send Switch forward, we're going to have to transition maps. So,
That's fine. We can
go
just
ahead
move.
and...
We'll take this part at
Nope.
least.
No, just leave it there. I actually have a map on another board. Just lift up the board for me. All right, Chloe, I need to travel over your head. Should I move? Yeah, that'd probably be best. You can set it down. We're gonna
Can I
need
just put
them-
this or
Yeah,
there?
just put the miniatures.
I meant like this
yeah,
bit. Just
yeah,
this
yeah,
bit.
yeah. That half. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
all
not
you have
one
to do is just
big
grab
thing.
those four. They're not
Yeah.
connected.
yeah. All right, relocate everyone.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
me, yeah, me.
Ooh, let's do this. Where do you want Mansell?
Back.
yeah, Manzel's always
This?
towards the back
Like this? Yeah, it's a good setup.
because he likes to protect the rear.
Huh?
He protects the rear.
All right, so
Roofs or rear roofs.
there you guys go. You guys are within this chamber. You see the fast-moving water. It's deep. The owl. If I can't reach that far down.
You want it?
Is...
Yep, right there. Are you looking through them, Ophlia?
Yes, I think if I remember correctly, Abram was right in front of her.
Yes.
Abram, you just get two hands from the tiefling latched onto your shoulders.
Yeah.
You can't see or hear.
Squeeze once for friend.
Well, the thing is that if one of you guys takes off, you would pretty much leave her in the dust.
No, not all of us are assholes. Not
She
all of us
can't
are.
hear or see.
Not everyone's an arcade
Actually-
trickster rogue.
Well, like, looks really good.
All right. As go ahead and make a perception
Sure.
check for Switch.
And she'd have him land kind of on the very inside corner,
Here?
like kind of behind the wall.
There's no behind the wall.
Yeah, I'm
Well, I mean at the corner. Like,
How about that?
Yeah, that works. Okay.
Fine. That's
And
not
he
there,
has
but sure.
120
Yeah,
It's something, though.
to the next area as well. Ooh,
Perched
double 11s. So 14 for his perception.
All right. So go ahead and roll stealth.
Uh-oh.
Stealthy
Not-
stealth.
I'm assuming that he's stealthing forward. Otherwise, he's just like, whoo, what do
I
I
mean-
say?
Yeah, no, he's,
I don't think he's
he's
that long.
stealthing forward. He's a quiet boy. He knows he needs to be quiet.
Big brain time, alright?
Big brain time.
16 stealth.
Okay.
You don't have to roll initiative yet.
Roll initiative.
That's all that means.
The cavern is winding and twisting, continuing forward another roughly 30 feet. The room opens up into what appears to be a kind of storage room. Off to your left, which would be the south, you see barrels. Some of them broken into, their contents spoiled and spilled across the ground. There is a moldy stack of what appears to be animal feed or hay. Two chests which remain closed. And then the tunnel twists off beyond this room into darkness.
Okay, Leo reports that.
He reports the things you just said.
Yes.
Did someone
Reports
say
that.
treasure chests?
Did someone say loot? Volgar jumps across.
What
I know,
the
right?
freak did you say?
Alright, so, do we want to try to do the boat thing? You said there's like some bridge remnants like right here-ish, right?
Right. The very center of it is just gone.
Okay.
Like there's no remnants to the center. There is
how does-
the very beginnings of a bridge and the very ends
How
of a
does
bridge.
jumping work? It's athletics or
It's
dex?
athletics check,
Oh.
and
Oh,
you can
Volgar.
you can with a 10-foot move, you can use an athletics check to move your strength.
Yeah, my strength
score.
is -1, so I think I'll pass. Oh, wait, you mean it's like total score, like 8?
Yeah.
Not modifier. Gotcha.
Volgar will be
Because
assisted by
otherwise
Les.
you'd be jumping like 2 feet.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So
Volgar will be assisted by Lex to get the boat that's right here
To like help lift it up and move it over to where we can use the
okay,
bridge.
so pick one of you with advantage. Unless of course it's Volgar, then it'd be a straight roll.
That's why I'm trying to do that for a straight roll with him.
All right.
Even like it's like a 20.
All right, so it's an athletics check. Go for it.
Do I roll for both or just one of them?
You're just rolling one boat, so It's just the
No, I'm
water.
talking about like either.
No, you either
Just make a
aiding
roll.
or you.
I'm aiding.
Alright, so with advantage.
Just make it.
So
22.
So we can move one of the boats to make a bridge.
Nice.
Where's the stumps? Like right here.
Yeah, kind of in line with that, from what I understood.
All right.
Alright, you guys. It's kind of a hard landing, and it echoes, and you cringe for a moment.
Oh, I always cringe.
But as a moment passes,
Off it. What was
Swearing all
that?
this shit.
passes,
Who was that?
nothing
Must have
seems
been
to
the wind.
react. Must have been a boat.
A boat here? Must have been a boat fell into the water. Alright.
The boat barely covers the distance.
So we're gonna go one at a time to make sure that it doesn't, and one person is always gonna be helping to help stabilize the boat.
Yeah, except for the last person. It sucks to be them.
No, they get stabilized at the other end.
Oh, you mean? Oh, I see what you're saying.
Alright. So Manzel says that he'll stabilize and be the last to cross.
Oh, thanks, bud. You're not gonna die.
Oh, not a problem.
He's over there.
Right.
All right.
So
well,
you guys
Les,
you
clamber
two want to go
across.
first, I assume.
I'll take Les and have him go across first.
Okay. It creaks and groans. You hear the sounds of splashing stones as they fall into the water.
But once he gets
But-
across, he's going to help try to stabilize it as much as he can from his side.
From both sides,
Yeah.
basically. Okay.
And then,
Perfectly fine.
Then Volgar is going to do the same. And
All the way across.
And he's going to grab it from the other side so they have 2 points of contact there.
Alright, so for expediency, everybody makes it across. So go ahead and put yourselves in that tunnel leading to the second map.
So where do you want?
Volgar in front. Les will be right behind him. Is Volgar's going to need healing
Alright,
at some
close
point.
behind you guys. So I know Offley wants to stay in the back, and he's hurt-ish. That's fine. That'll work.
Squeege is very unhappy.
This didn't get
Well, it
back.
reminds you of home, doesn't it?
What are you, claustrophobic or something?
He does not like water.
Well, we're not near water now. We're in a
I don't
cave.
prefer water, but I don't hate it.
There you go. Now we can help this.
Yeah. Yes.
Yas! Okay.
Yes.
So you guys
Yas.
move. You guys continue moving on into this storage room.
Yes.
Quietly.
Is that what
we'll
yeah.
have Switch fly to the corridor and wait there for everybody to get into the room.
What? This part or this part?
That second part, yes.
Right here?
Next corridor.
Use him as a sentry of sorts.
So everyone's going to funnel in,
Oh yeah, I'll funnel in towards the back.
Okay.
and Les is going to
Within this room, it smells heavily of
my God.
slowly rotting grain. Within it, there is at least one barrel that is broken and spilling its contents onto the ground.
Mm-hmm.
You see the hay bale.
Les is going to roll an investigation on the treasure chests. Or the one
Okay.
closest one.
Go ahead. Are you checking for traps, locks,
Tarps.
Traps and locks.
Alright, so yeah, just make a general investigation.
That is a 16.
16. Doesn't appear to be trapped. It is locked.
Cool. I will pick the lock.
Alright, go ahead and make a lock-picking check. It's dexterity plus proficiency.
That is
While he's
11.
doing this, Afuya's gonna hold on to Mansell again and send Switch further down.
Okay.
11.
11. It's slightly rusted. It's not going.
Alright. Next one.
Okay.
Investigation.
Nice.
That is a 24.
24. Again, locked, not trapped. For Switch, go ahead and make a perception check.
Oh, I don't know if I'm ready.
Cool. That one's caught. Perception of 10.
He comes abruptly around the corner, and just whoosh, after
but
10 feet, there is a door.
Alright, I was about to say his stealth, however, is a 23, but I guess it doesn't matter.
The door doesn't see him.
Right, the door perceives nothing.
The door has a 0 perception because it has a 0 wisdom.
Your owl switch avoids from screeching in surprise as he suddenly stopped in mid-flight. But
Roll to pick the other door. The other chest.
roll to pick the lock.
Nice.
Nope.
What was it?
9.
9. Just
All right, now
these locks are kind of rusty.
now it's time to go the old-fashioned way.
I mean,
Volgar.
I can try, but okay.
Well, we can.
Yeah, cosmic. Can try.
Yeah, you can try.
What'd you say it was? Is it sleight of hands or
No, it's
No,
these
no, no.
tools,
This
basically.
is thieves' tools.
these tools?
So
it's just Dex plus proficiency.
Yeah,
Yes.
for this particular lock, it's Dex plus proficiency.
All right, well,
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
get to the point where I have Volgar. Like what? Break.
I mean, cosmic has like 2, maybe 3 crowbars.
got 2, maybe
That's
3.
True.
Not sure if. Well, that's not.
That's pretty
open.
meta, don't you think?
What was that?
There's a 3, and then a 5. Well, I want
No. Why don't you
Die.
like aid each other? Jeez.
to. Feels like cheating.
Nice.
All right.
Wait,
All right, fine.
All right,
Let
so
Volgar break it open.
He's just going to look at you, hand out. Are you going to give him the crowbar?
Oh, he can. Does he need the crowbar? Don't
Oh.
break my crowbar.
I only
Yes.
have 2 more to replace.
As I hand the crowbar to Volgar, don't break this.
All right, he's going to put the crowbar
All right,
in.
make an athletics check.
All right.
Yeah, that
He's
was
going to be
all my
aided.
athletics.
That's a 26.
Thank
It's
God.
with disadvantage because he has the
Hit
weapon.
aided.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's
26. Cracks it open.
Oh, it opened. There's nothing inside.
There is stuff inside.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I like things.
There within it there is a ton of copper pieces,
Cool.
quite a bit of silver, and a couple of gems, as well as what looks to be arrows. 20 of them.
Does anyone have a bow?
Mansel's like,
Oh yeah.
I have a
Mansell-
bow.
I forget about
Holding
Mansell.
How much? How much?
Who's got a
copper,
bow?
silver, and gold?
So
Toss it
just
in
a
the
quick look inside. You find 2,000 copper pieces,
Nice. Are you putting this in the party stuff? I assume. Okay.
500 silver pieces,
Nice.
54 gold. Nice.
1 carnelian gem worth 50 gold pieces.
Nice.
You got that, Mom?
Karna what?
Carnelian.
L-I-A-N.
Put
Yeah,
Carleon.
Carleon. Yeah, there we go.
Carleon, I guess.
50 gold.
Okay.
Is that worth 50 gold?
50. All the gems are going to be worth 50.
Okay.
Man. Chrysoprase. I don't know.
Make a random gem.
Chrysanthemum.
Yeah. Chrysanthemum.
Chrysanthemum gem.
50. Citrine
I don't know what that is.
and a moonstone.
Ooh. Is it from the moon?
All right. Now off to the next one.
All right. Athletics check. Being aided, so it's a straight roll.
You thought we'd be level 4 by the end of the
15.
last session.
Huh?
15.
15. Takes a while, but finally splinters and cracks. Like the lid is in half now, but you like struggle and break
Hands
it
the
apart
crowbar
more.
back.
Yeah, it's in one piece.
Slightly bent.
It's still in one piece.
Within
I can bring
it,
back.
you find 100 copper,
Oh.
500 silver,
Oh, okay.
50 gold pieces,
Not bad.
500 silver,
500
500 silver,
50 gold.
for a total of 1,000 silver between the two.
And how much gold?
50.
That's good.
1 sardonyx,
Okay.
Ooh.
2 star rose quartz,
We're trying to spell sardonyx.
Yeah, give me a second.
Just guess.
Sardonyx 50?
yeah, every gemstone is going to be worth 50 gold pieces.
Cool. And then how many rose quartz?
2?
2 star rose quartz, 50 crossbow bolts.
Nice.
These appear to have runes running up and down them and are especially shiny.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to put 50 special crossbow
Yeah,
bolts.
just put special for now. You can look at it later.
Oh, okay.
There appears to be a set of goggles with special runes across them and what appears to be small circular pieces of glass affixed to metal armatures.
I think I know what these are. Yeah.
And what looks to be a potion. It's red with goldish flecks.
Got it. Oh, here
I got the goggles. They're obviously gonna be
I'm
magic.
just gonna put them with a little bit more detail.
So for the coins, it should be a total of 2,100 copper pieces, 1,000 silver pieces, 50 gold pieces.
And then we got the one unknown potion.
One unknown potion, one goggles, 50 crossbow bolts of very specialness,
Potential something.
and 20 arrows of also very specialness.
Oh, the arrows are special too.
Yes. They have very similar markings to the crossbow bolts. You give the arrows to Manzel?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Okay. He looks over them. He goes, oh, I've seen things like this. He basically lets you know that these are +2 ammunition.
Oh, fancy.
And then looking at it, the similar markings, you have 50 +2 crossbow bolts as well.
All right, I'll just stick with the +1, the 10 +1s we've got for now. Keep the 50 tucked away in someone's bag somewhere.
Yeah, we just make a Gatling gun crossbow and just go ham with it. Kind of like the Van Helsing movie.
But that is all that you find within the 2 chests.
I didn't expect to find such great stuff.
I mean, yeah.
All right, let's go home.
Wait.
We're gonna find the liquor.
Roll my dice.
But there's barrels and the
You said the barrels have spilt their content and they're all moldy and
one.
musty.
This one right here has spilt its contents, and then the other 3 are fine.
Let's investigate the other barrels. Because we probably won't have time on the way back while we're running away. Hey, this is a water encounter. I'm always going to be trying to run away. 23.
23. Investigating it, they appear to be components. There's spools of thread. There's ink and quills and feathers. Small little satchels of what appears to be ground up something you don't know.
Well, I see quill and ink. Who wants to be a noble in some random town?
Looking at it, some of there's quite a bit of water damage. Like looking at the bottom of these, some of this might be salvageable. So, like a good chunk of it's
How
not.
good does the ink look?
Make an intelligence check.
8.
Oh, intelligence.
Les will aid.
Oh, with aid? Okay. That'll be a 19 then.
19. You gather about 50 gold worth of spell quality ink.
I need that.
Oh, I need that. Fell asleep.
Okay, I'm sorry. I need that because Obvious got spells.
You also find one amongst all of the material components. You find 1 diamond worth 100 gold pieces. You also find a spell component pouch which has mint, licorice,
Gross.
and what appears to be bat droppings.
I like what I hear.
Oh my gosh.
Right up my alley.
I already know what I can do with these.
Guano. No, instead of putting droppings, I'm just watching your spell of guano. I'm like,
Yeah, guano.
There's a reason I'm doing this.
GWONNO.
Guano.
Okay, so you guys have searched the room for, as far as you know, everything that's in here.
Okay.
I don't trust that haystack.
Hmm?
I'm gonna poke it with a stick.
I trust it. I don't know why. I don't know why you wouldn't trust it.
Is it prime hiding material?
I'm not gonna touch it, so it should be fine.
The haystack is like moldy and falling apart. It's barely a veil.
I'm making a joke of saying that, like, hey, for all we know, there could be something hiding in there, and poke it with a stick.
Right? Alright.
I'm tempted to just poke it.
I mean, you can if you want.
Nah.
No one's gonna stop you.
He
What you guys
pokes it.
doing? You poke it? Alright.
Yeah.
Make an investigation check.
Well, because of what you roll, it's pretty hard to miss the hay bale, so.
Yeah, well, investigation 11.
Okay. Stab, stab, stab with your sword. It's just moldy hay.
Okay.
Moldy hay. What are you guys doing?
Moving on, I guess.
Is that the fog of war?
Yes.
That is
The fog of door?
that is the fog of door.
Are we going to be using that from now on? Fog of door.
Are you gonna pick the lock? I'm assuming it's a locked door.
Well, I have a,
Before you see what appears to be a wooden door. It's slightly off its hinge, and you can see chipped wood like shavings across the ground.
Oh, so you should be able to just bust this down. Basically.
I want to see if there's any way I can, like, peep, like, if there's any, like, hole or something I can peep through the door.
We're in a cave.
This door appears to have been locked at one point, but the lock is broken. Go ahead and make a perception check with disadvantage to try and peek through the door.
Yeah, that ain't going to happen. I'm not going to bother.
Natural 1?
No, 2.
Goofy guy.
What's the total? 6 total?
Actually, 17 total.
7
7 total. That's
7 total. You're human, you can't see it.
I'm half elf.
Oh, sorry.
I was doing it with Laz, I'm not doing it with the barbarian.
You can't really see beyond it. It's
Alright.
the way the lock is broken. It like part of the metal is like shifted, and like it's at an angle. You can like see maybe a sliver, but it's not enough to tell what's beyond.
Alright, well, we can do this 2 ways. Try to make this as quietly as possible with a broken lock, though. I highly doubt it. Or we can go loud and proud.
You know, usually I like to go stealth, but
I would prefer to at least try to be stealthy. I'm not very good
Alright.
at taking hits.
Do you
so
want to
this
help
is
me
a
pick
very-
this lock?
it's already
Sure.
unlocked. I
No,
thought.
it's a broken lock.
Oh,
It's a broken door.
The lock's not broken.
So I'm
The
trying
lock is busted. The whole door is busted.
So I think we're gonna have to just break it down.
I'm going to see if there's any way we can take this door, either open it, or, like,
Yeah, we
get
can
through
try to
quietly.
Can we
All right.
open?
So, who's gonna do it?
Laz.
All right.
Like a divine
Make-
smite that.
Make an athletics check.
Awfully
Sorry,
hard
this
to
would just be a
help.
straight strength check. It's a one-person job. There's only enough room for one person.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fair.
So, strength check to lift it up so that it doesn't drag across the ground.
9.
9. Unfortunately, it creaks and groans as a bit of it drags across. Go ahead.
Well,
make
if I knew it was a
perception-
strength check, I would have done the barbarian instead. Oh, joy.
All right, make a perception check.
19.
19.
Oh, look at all those pots. Those aren't pots.
No, they're,
Oh no, those.
That's where you
Stalagmites.
No,
that's where you put the people in when you finish them and you're cooking them.
no, that's the aliens. The alien egg pods. We're
No,
all gonna
alright, so
die.
what was your
No.
19.
19.
You're right.
All right, within the dark room, do you have the bullseye lantern?
Yes.
Okay, so this beam washes across this area, exposing several stalagmites
Got him.
from the bottom, reaching up, stalactites dripping down from the top.
T for top.
Yep, T for top.
I said
In the
stalagmites
back
for things
corner,
like rounds.
you see a circular structure. It looks to be a well. You see a discarded bucket off to the side. Abandoned and broken like tables and chairs off to the side.
I want to put a table on
lit
top of that well and put a lot of weight on it.
Off in the southern corner of the room, there appears to be what looks to be a coal pit, which actually is in use.
A coal
You
pit?
can watch. You watch as small flames flick up, steam rising. Next to it, a creature standing 6 feet tall, hunched over something, poking at it. The smell of cooking flesh. Around the corner, you hear the barking of orders and the shifting of a large presence. As within the room, as you open the door and see all this, eyes from all across the room begin to lock on to you. One
close the
set of
door.
eyes.
He's like,
Two set of eyes.
Close the door.
3,
Can
4,
you-
5, 6
Okay, guys, let's leave.
sets of eyes.
well, that's just my story.
Gleaming flesh.
Lock the door.
The faint
Broken.
shimmer of the bullseye lantern across scales. Damp cloth draped across bodies. Gleaming spears.
Run back.
And the clacking of claws and many-legged beasts across the ground.
Come back here. We'll barricade.
I need
the-
everybody to roll initiative.
barricade with the barrels.
Why didn't you guys move up?
Because I didn't expect there to be.
Unfortunately, I didn't have time to paint these figures.
Oh, what is it?
Initiative.
That is way bigger than I thought they'd be.
Oh my
Oh wait,
God.
hold up. Okay.
Why is that so big? No. Okay, see, that's what I pictured. Is that like the Bosswagen? Is that a crab?
That is
Yes.
a crab.
17.
20.
2. I'm up first. Fudge! 21.
15.
Oh, looks like we're going to have to roll
Wait,
again.
initiative is, just your dex mod, that's right.
It is plus your dex.
So we're going to have to roll stuff because I rolled Pleasure also rolled 21.
There, I got an 8, you'll go first. Fudge!
Challenge
I
accepted.
don't want to go first!
All right.
Daddy, I wrote a 15.
I'm just gonna leave the door there because it took me a while to affix it to that spot.
So we'll just magically assume the door's not there and just jump past it.
Right. Actually, no. I can. There you go.
That was really difficult.
It was.
My
Oh, yeah.
my heart goes out.
I appreciate your
I lost
sacrifice.
children.
Yeah, that's the point
Father,
of
father,
blue
right?
tack
Mother and
is
R.
to be able to do this kind of thing.
We look in, we see
Yeah,
all the
the
eyes.
instinct.
Just hear a good old fuck no baby.
That forever.
Okay, so I'll allow each of those people back there to move
No, I'm good.
20 feet
No, I'm good.
before we start combat.
Better move
What?
closer.
I'm not
I'm
moving
moving.
in
I move
there.
closer.
Let them
No,
come
why
to
you-
us.
Yeah, I'm saying get out of this hallway.
Oh, okay.
Let them come to us.
You want to go in?
Then we can take out the things that will be following us and then go into the big things
All
after.
right,
Filter
well,
in one by one.
while you guys strategize real quick, quick break.
Sure.
Sorry to cut you off there, my friends, but I believe it's about time to leave our listeners wanting something more. Will our favorite adventurers live to see the outside of the cave, or will they become this week's fish food? Find out in episode 9, Fish Feast. This has been Feeble, signing off for Cats and Crowbars.